Okay, call me crazy for bringing into network marketing all these different ideas that pretty much no one actually talks about, because they all talk about the same thing for decades and decades and decades, regardless of the fact that these things don't work and they make people feel pushy and awkward and quit and give up on the life that they thought they would create for themselves and their family. For whatever reason, nobody's learning from that. Nobody's looking at the numbers, how terrible they are. And that's sort of annoying, honestly. And yet all sorts of gurus are still talking about the same thing. Uplines are still talking about the same things. And I have no clue why. So now, I feel a bit like I'm going against the stream. To be honest, but I think there are so many important things network marketers should understand and start doing, and most importantly, doing it easily in a more natural way, because they just make sense. And today I want to talk here about another topic about how it is important to be different. Because when you think about it, right, if you are doing exactly the same, everything exactly the same way as the other network marketers with your company, thousands of them, hundreds of thousands of them in some companies, you are exactly the same as they are, and that's not a good thing. But today I'm not gonna talk about the reason, why you should be different because you want people to notice you. I want to talk about a completely different reason why you should be different. So stick around, and if we haven't met, my name is Edita. I'm a former struggling network marketer, former struggling, currently, today annoyed network marketer. And I know it, I explained it in the beginning of this video why. And I was struggling because I hated prospecting, and those pushy tactics didn't suit me. I thought there was something wrong with me, but apparently there's everything wrong with those pushy tactics. So when I changed that and I got my prospects to come to me instead, it changed everything, and I started getting results in my business, and I feel completely different about my business, and gives me the confidence, and it even gives me the confidence to teach others. So, which is crazy. Never thought I could do it. Now I'm doing it anyway. So today, about being different, I talked about it a few times already. It's critical to be different for somebody who is not selling their own products. So either it's network marketing or affiliate marketing. If you are promoting someone else's products, and so are thousands of other people, you are exactly the same. And like I mentioned, first of all, nobody sees you, nobody notices you, which is not good for you in terms of making sales. However, smart and experienced marketers, they are aware of a completely different reason why it's very important to be different. And that reason has to do with persuasion. And I'm sort of resistant to using the word persuasion because it gives negative connotations to people, especially when they don't understand what it is. But persuasion is a neutral thing. You can use it for evil, you can use it for good thing. And my focus today is about the good thing, or any, the focus of my business in general, and the focus of what I teach is on the good thing, and why, the reason why we need to learn how to be persuasive is to be able to help people. So persuasion is not understood in terms of wanting to make a sale and make an income and make money. Is not understood as the means to get what we want. Persuasion is understood as the means by ethical and authentic marketers. It's understood from a completely different angle. We need to learn persuasion and proper marketing strategies to be able to help people. And the reason for that is because people are naturally, everyone is naturally suspicious now. Well, I could say skeptical, but I think at this stage, in our information age, with all the social media, with all the hundreds of TV channels and radios and so on, people are more than skeptical. They are suspicious now, and they have a wall. They have an invisible wall in front of them, in between you and them, that prevents them from seeing the good thing that you have. Which is why, and it's been like that all the time, right? Since humanity exists. But the point is that now there are even more sources of information, and your prospects are bombarded with all sorts of offers, promises, claims, all day long, every day, and to the point that they don't even pay attention. So if we have selfless motives, if we have selfless goals to help them, that's great. But to be able to do that, we need to have the skills to do that, to kind of reach the mind of our prospect, but not for selfish reasons to sell something, but to genuinely help the people. If you believe that your solution is good, if you believe that you have a great product, if you believe that you have a great opportunity that will help people get what they want in their life, quit the job, have more time for the family, and so on, then you need to be able to help them. And that's why you need these persuasion skills, and the whole persuasion area is based on human psychology. So as marketers, we need to learn human psychology and human nature to be able to reach these people who are suspicious about everything. We can't help somebody who is running away, who is running in a different direction, who is giving us all sorts of objections, and regardless of how good our stuff is. And the reason why is because they don't know that our stuff is good. They don't know that our stuff can help them. They don't know that you can help them achieve what they want. They don't know that. You need to be able to translate that to them, which is why you need to develop skills, certain skills, to be able to do that. And this is where being different comes in, among all other things, in persuasion. So I'll mention that being different, first of all, you need to be noticed. That's why you need to be different. But the other thing is, and it relates to everything that I said before, the other thing is, different gives hope. Now imagine even yourself, imagine you scroll through your timeline on social media and you see all the same stuff. What do? You just keep scrolling, the faster the better. Unless you see something different. That actually stops you from scrolling. Especially, if it's your friends, you see their name, you pay attention, that's fine. But if it's strangers, if you are doing business on social media and you are connected with a lot of people you don't recognize, you don't remember all the names, you just keep scrolling until you see something different. And our mind, our brain pays attention to something different because it gives us hope. And the reason why is I mentioned because people are bombarded by all sorts of promises, all sorts of different solutions. They've burned before, they've tried everything, they tried this and that, and nothing helped. So they don't believe any of that stuff anymore unless they see something different. And if they think, okay, this is something different, this sounds something different from what I've already tried, maybe this stuff is gonna help me. If that's relevant to them. So obviously you should be connecting with only people who have this pre-existing desire for what you have. But also you absolutely need to be different from all the other network marketers from with your company in order for people to start paying attention, because their mind associates different with hope. There's all sorts of information these days. There's all sorts of solutions these days. People have tried everything, and if they think that you are something that they've already seen and tried, they're not gonna pay attention naturally. That's how we are wired. That's why we get curious as people. That's why people, tribes started spreading, instead of living in one spot, they started spreading, they started investigating. They were running out of some sort of resources. They were going to look for something different. They were going to look for a different life and get their problem solved. By doing something differently, if we do the same thing again and again and expect different results, that's a form of insanity, as I think maybe Einstein said, if that's true. So obviously, that's why different associates in people's mind with hope, okay? Because they've tried everything, but not this solution. That's why you need to come up with a way to market your stuff completely differently from every other network marketer with your company or even in your industry. Because I say industry because when I see, say, health and wellness related posts, they all have bottles and boxes and similar stuff all the time in their images. And so for my mind, it's like, I've seen this, I've tried this, I've tried something similar, need to be different. The easiest way to be different is by being yourself, by telling your own story, using your own face, instead of using companies' photos or logos or slogans or something like that. Come up with your own information, pieces of information, your own material. It's not that difficult. It requires some skill and maybe some creativity in some cases, but it's really not that difficult. People overthink this. But the first step is to understand why you should be different. I didn't. In the beginning, when I first started in network marketing, when I discovered all the different mistakes that most network marketers make, it was a shock on one hand. On the other hand, was it also a shock how that makes sense and how nobody knows about that. So that's I thought that was crazy. But anyway, so basically that's it. Different gives hope, which is why in order to get people's attention, you need to be different. if you want to genuinely help them, if you don't think about yourself, if your motives are not selfish, if you really want to help them, you need to find a way to help them, because you can't if they are running in the different direction or not paying attention to you. Anyway, so I hope that this made sense, and I hope you got value out of this video, and that if you have any questions, if you're watching me live or catching the replay, please let me know. And if you have any questions or even how to be different, please let me know and we can talk about it. And it would inform me as well what kind of training I would create in future. But anyway, thanks very much for watching and have a nice day. I'll talk to you soon again. Bye now.